Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa if you are new here. Your favorite problematic housewife. Today we're going to be talking about All In With Ari, you guys. I got an update on her. I know a lot of you guys have been following the story from my channel, and this girl just can't stay out of drama. She can't stay out of controversy, and we got a few things that I want to talk about with Ari. I suspect she has a boyfriend or somebody who she's been hanging out with, and I will show you guys what I mean in a minute in regards to that. We're also going to be talking about this alleged radio interview that she was supposed to have. She made a post on her community tab twice, and she was posting on her Twitter. And we're going to talk about all of that, so let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the whole radio show fiasco, and then I'm going to show you some conspiracies that I have in regards to Ari having a new friend or possibly a boyfriend. So, she hinted that she was going to be doing an interview. She made some tweets and community posts that she was going to be on the All Out show with Rude Jude podcast, and she said she was going to be on the podcast. Then she said it was rescheduled. Then she made more posts on her community tab saying that she was going to be on it, and she tagged these people, which is so weird because later on a subscriber on Like and Legion's channel said that they called in and asked if Ari was going to be a guest, if they knew her. And according to this person, they didn't know who she was. They didn't know what she was talking about. Now, I'm trying to get a clip of that. I don't know if anybody has it. So this is all like alleged. I don't know if it's true. Hopefully the person took a screen recording or a clip of them asking the radio show. So they're claiming the radio show has no idea who she is. Now, it's really weird that she would lie like this and tag the people in the thing in her posts and tag Sirius XM Radio, because that is where the podcast, that's where the podcast is. And it's really weird that she would make up this elaborate lie about being interviewed by this specific podcast. Now, some people are saying that it's possible, which I think this is possible too, that she's being trolled. Somebody reached out to her pretending to be this person, and that's who she thinks she's been in contact with. Now, I don't understand if that's the case. Why didn't she reach out to the radio show, website, or try to contact them directly and, make sure? When people reach out to me, I've had, scams reach out to me before. I've had certain companies reach out to me before. I will go to the website. I've actually emailed them and said, hey, is this person working for you? They just contacted me. Is this real? Because a lot of trolls and scammers will try to contact you when you are a YouTuber. So it's really weird that she didn't do that. I mean, here's the thing. She has been making up stories since day one about Squid Games, meeting with producers. She's going to be on a reality show. And it's very strange to me that she really thinks that she's famous. She really thinks she's famous. She thinks everybody wants to sleep with her. She thinks that everybody wants to be her, wants to have her in their show, help her with her career. I don't understand the arrogance there. You live in a car. You're choosing to live in a car. Yes, you're beautiful, but that's literally the only thing you have going for you. The only thing Ari has going for her is her looks. Her personality sucks. She's boring as hell. I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm really not. But she doesn't have, that star quality personality or vibe about her that would make me even think she would ever be famous. So I'm not sure why she thinks that everybody is just so obsessed with her and she's like the new Kim Kardashian. It's weird. Now, some people think that this is a social experiment, and I mean, that's possible. That would be so crazy if the whole thing was a social experiment. One of my friends that I was talking to thinks that she's doing this all for her parents, like hoping her parents watch the video. She's trying to show off, acting like she's living her best life because she's had so many issues with her parents, which is also possible. I think she is just so narcissistic. Obviously, this is my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I think she is so self-absorbed. She only cares about herself. Clearly, she doesn't care about her child. Like, I'm sorry. I just can't get past the fact that she has a child that's 9. It's not like the child is older. You know what I mean? It's not like the child's a teenager and I don't know. The child is 9. Very, very young. And she's out here worrying about all these things and getting famous while she has a 9-year-old that she abandoned in Arkansas. And I'm trying to be understanding of the fact that maybe she's not in the right mental space. Maybe she can't handle a child right now. But she seems fine. If she is able to go on podcasts and do YouTube videos, and you know what I'm saying? It's not like she is on drugs. It's not like she is actually homeless. She's faking it. And I have another theory about that too. I don't even think she's sleeping in her car anymore. I really don't, you guys. I do not think she's sleeping in her car. I think she is keeping this up for YouTube because people want to see her homeless because that's how she started. I don't think that she's homeless anymore, even by choice. That's just my opinion. But it's not like she is in a mental hospital, in rehab, or anything like that. There is no reason for her to not be with her child. I could understand if she was like seriously having a mental breakdown, a psychotic episode, a manic episode, or drug related, or she was just in a really bad place. Like say she was an addict and on the street and like she couldn't get clean, like then I can see how you would not want to be a part of your kid's life because you don't want them around that toxicity and you can't even take care of yourself. But she takes care of herself just fine, you guys, and I'm not trying to mom shame her. I just don't understand how she is okay with leaving her child behind to go to LA and try to be famous and, you know, meet with producers allegedly, trying to get on pod. Like, I just don't understand what she is doing. And she still has not addressed what happened with her kid. She still has not said what she's doing to try to get back with her child either. So I know a lot of people feel differently. They're saying, well, if someone doesn't want to be a mother, they shouldn't be. I'm sorry. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. You had a child. You kept the child. You wanted to be a mother because you kept the child. She didn't have an abortion. You don't get to just decide that you don't want to be a mother. I don't agree with that. That is not fair to the child, okay? It's just not. And it really just breaks my heart that this kid has no mom and the mom just doesn't give a crap about her kid. It just makes me so upset. Anyway, so do you guys think she's lying about this podcast? Like, it seems like she is. Obviously, it's possible that somehow this podcast is going to come out. Maybe the radio show was confused about who the person was asking about. I don't know. I still haven't seen the proof or the clip. If that person is watching my video and you have a clip of them saying that they don't know who she is, I would love to see that because I've watched videos and I don't see anybody with the clip of that. And I really would like the receipts for that. So this is all alleged. I don't know if this actually happened or if that's what really happened because I don't have the receipts. But it is very interesting if it's true. And why would she intentionally lie about something that she knows can be proven false, especially because everybody digs into everything she says and does? She had to have thought that they would look and see if she's actually going on this show. And then I think Lycan watched the whole podcast on his video and she never was there. She was never on the show. It's also possible that So if she is supposed to be on the show, a lot of people are like, well, she never showed up. She's not playing. But they might be pre-recording. So she might have had that day to record, but that doesn't mean the show was dropping on the same day. because it probably needs to be edited, sent over to the right people. Like, I don't think that the day she was supposed to record is the day the podcast was going to drop, unless it's live. Do you guys know? Because I couldn't tell whether this podcast was like live radio show or pre-recorded. So let me know down below. Okay, the next thing that I want to get into is my suspicion that she has a boyfriend or a friend that she's been hanging out with. If you guys remember, she did mention meeting somebody who watched her, and she was literally crying, you guys. This was so cringe. It was the cringiest thing I think I've seen. I'm so sick of her getting on and crying and pretending like she's so emotional and happy, and I can't. It's too much, you guys. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's too much for me. It's fake. Everything she does is fake, in my opinion. She doesn't have a genuine, real bone in her body.
Water was just crystal blue. It was a very clean beach, and it was just gorgeous and serene. On my way back, I hear something, and I had my earbuds in, and I turn around, and it's this guy, and he stopped me, and he's like, I know you. I watch your channel. No. That's a great first reaction, you know. I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, is he like a supporter or is he a hater? There's no telling what this person's gonna say. It's gonna be something positive or it's gonna be negative. And I'm just like, hi. And he turned out to be such a beautiful soul. I'm so glad that I met him and ran into him, which is really ironic because I went to that beach to avoid anybody noticing me. And of course, somebody randomly notices me. And I'm like, wow, what are the odds? But I was like in a very secluded area. So to be noticed didn't even like cross my mind. He like went on about my videos and he was like, I've seen this one, I've seen this one, I've seen this one. And so essentially he's seen like all of my videos. I was just so humbled. I couldn't stop smiling. Like this guy, like he was so full of life and he was so happy. So he just seemed like so inspired. And he told me that he too is living out of his car. Now it's just for like, I think a month is what he said. It's just a temporary thing because he's moving. But he's saving up for a van as well. And he's going to do the van life. And he also has a family who doesn't necessarily support. He told me that he's loving life and he's like, you know, it's really not that hard. He's like, I saw your channel and I figured if you could do it, then I can do it. And I was like, that is amazing. Like, and that for him to actually say those words, like, I'm just out here enjoying life, that was everything to me. I was like, yes, that's amazing. The fact that I could inspire that, I think it's incredible. You know, so we talked for like 30 minutes probably. And I did tell him, just like I'm telling you guys, that yeah, it's been a little bit since I posted my last video, and it's just because, you know, this hate's taken a toll on me and I needed to regroup and get that drive back. He was very like understanding. He was like, you know, as long as you're doing what you're doing out of love, then none of that stuff matters. And he's so true. Like, that's what I have to stay focused on, is just doing me, just to continue doing me, to continue doing what I started and being authentic to myself and just completely ignoring the naysayers. That's what I have to keep doing. Just that conversation with him inspired me to keep going. I don't know if I should say his name. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if that's going to be okay with him. But you know who you are. And I just wanted to give you a shout out because you truly did inspire me. And I'm so glad that I met you. It meant a lot to me. And your uplifted spirit, like your positivity and your uplifted spirit and your plan for your life is just incredible. Yeah. Once it starts cooling off, I'm going to go back to LA, which I actually have to go back to LA very soon anyways, because I have something coming up. I don't know if I could share it.
But she came across this person who allegedly watches her and knows about her. And she said she talked to this guy for so long and he was so excited about life. And she started crying because she couldn't believe how excited he was about his life and journey. And it was so amazing. I was like, oh gosh, barf city. Let me show you that clip and then we'll come back. So it's really interesting. I don't know if that's the guy that she's been hanging out with, but so she posts this vlog, and if you guys pay attention, when she starts showing the clips of the vlog where someone is filming out the window of the car, you can clearly see that the footage right here is being taken out the passenger side. Somebody is sitting in the passenger side while the car is moving and vlogging. Now, you could say, well, maybe she's driving and she's holding the selfie stick. Like, that would be very difficult to drive look straight, drive with one hand, hold the selfie stick to be pointing that way, and then change it to be pointing forward. Somebody has to be driving, and somebody has to be filming the footage. So there's a couple scenarios here. Either she's driving and she has someone filming, or somebody is driving her car while she is filming. Either way, she is with somebody. She is hanging out with someone. And I have actually suspected for a little while now that she has a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, some kind of spouse, partner, someone she's dating. And I started thinking that when she was in the Biltmore Hotel. And another thing is she's been caught showing old photos and old footage a couple times now. Somebody showed a picture that she posted where she was saying she was at the Biltmore at that time. It was the same exact photo that she had posted previously in the bathtub with bubbles. I will show you guys.
There was some interesting stuff I found, okay? So there's these two images I'm going to show. They're 2 weeks apart on AllinWithAri's channel. One was a community post. I'll show that right here. Okay, one was a community post thanking people for the donations that allowed her to stay at such a lavish resort hotel as she's laying in a bathtub. The second photo, as you would see here, second photo is a screenshot of her latest video where I literally just paused it and it looks identical to the photo from 2 weeks ago. So if you look here, going back and forth between this community post from 2 weeks ago and her recent, latest video. Look at how the images look pretty much the same. The photo seems to have some kind of filter on it. The video has no filter. There's some motion to it, but I think she might have just taken like a screen grab from the video and just buds look identical. The placement of the legs in the bathtub, where the water is hitting the suds. I mean, it looks the same. Everything looks the same, right? It's from the same video. So anyway, so this leads me to believe that the footage she dropped is at least 2 weeks old. So why is she presenting this hotel footage like it's brand new? Now, in this third photo...
And now this vlog footage and outfit and everything she was wearing is the same outfit and spot that she had already posted photos to. So, not only is she hanging out with somebody, but it seems like she's posting old footage. And I suspect that's because she's not living in her car anymore and she's living somewhere else. Oh, also I forgot, that screenshot I showed is the one where she's thanking people for the hotel and food donations that I was talking about in my last video. I will link my last two Ari videos if you guys haven't seen them to keep up with what's going on, but she definitely lied about that. If you notice in the clips, she says that she's been hanging out in Ventura County, and she's claiming it's because of the weather. But if you guys remember, she has a P.O. box in Ventura County. I think there's a few options here. She's either living out of hotels, she's back at her parents' house, she has her own place, maybe she's living with a man or a woman, but I do not think she is homeless any longer. I don't even think she's choosing to be homeless. I think she is pretending and taking footage in her car and out doing all this stuff to make it seem like she is still homeless. That is just my theory. And when she was in the Biltmore, I kind of suspected that she was with somebody. I really think she's hiding a lot here and trying to portray herself as this pretty single homeless girl when that's not the case anymore. So she's posting old footage. Somebody is driving her around. It's clear that she doesn't seem like she's living in her car any longer. Now, obviously, I want to make this clear. This is all my opinion. I don't have proof of any of these things. I am just chatting with you guys, giving my thoughts and my conspiracies. This is what I think. My opinion only doesn't mean I'm right. It's not a fact whatsoever. This is just my observation and what I'm thinking. I think that she's dating somebody. I think that she is laid up in a hotel with him most of the time, and then when she needs to film, she'll go in her car, film in her car. They're going out on outings and stuff, and he's filming or he's driving while she's filming out the window. He's taking photos of her. Now, obviously, it's possible, like, the photo that she took that a stranger did it. But with everything, with somebody who drove her there, the picture that she took in that outfit in that place, somebody was driving her there. I think a man is hanging out with her. No, actually, it could be a woman. Somebody. I think she's dating somebody, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman, whatever it is. I think she's dating somebody. I think they're hanging out in hotels, and I really think that she is now not just choosing to be homeless. I think she is pretending to be homeless. And, because it wouldn't be smart for her to actually show her living situation change, because this is how she's going to be stuck now. She's in a predicament because people followed her because she was homeless. So now she has to pretend she's homeless forever. I really don't know what she's going to do. I think her career is going to come to a standstill at some point, because how long is she going to pretend she's homeless for? Again, just my opinion. But at some point, she's going to have to tell the truth. I mean, this is ridiculous if she's sleeping in a hotel every night and actually living in hotels and then going into her car and pretend that she's sleeping in her car. I do not believe she's sleeping in her car anymore. I don't. There is no way that she's making the money that she is, and she stays in hotels sometimes, that she is now going and sleeping in her car most days. No way, you guys. No freaking way. If you had that much money, if anybody had the amount of thousands and thousands of dollars that she's making, nobody would be sleeping in their freaking car. They would be in a hotel every night. They would be traveling around. Even if they didn't have like a place, an apartment, they would be living in a hotel. I just do not believe that she's living in her car. She is a liar. She is a manipulator. She is a very conniving and calculated person, in my opinion. She will do and say anything to make people see her in a certain light. She will make up stories. She will act like she's this, granola, peace-loving hippie that's sleeping in her car, even though when now she's all about her online career, and she's wanting to make money, and she wants to be on shows, and she wants to be doing interviews. She is so fake. And if she is just staying in a hotel every night, just say that. I wish she was just honest. I'm so tired of the lies. I'm so tired of the weird, bizarre behavior that she exhibits. And then she's doing all these, it's just so hard to watch her singing and dancing in her car and being happy and living her best life when she has a child in Arkansas that needs their mother. It's very hard for me to watch that. It triggers me, honestly. It really upsets me. And you guys know I'm not about mom shaming. I'm really not. I'm not saying she's a horrible mother. I'm saying that even if she's not the best mother, her child needs her. You don't need to be the perfect mother to be in your child's life. You just need to love them and spend time with them. Even if that means that the dad has custody full time. As long as she is seeing her child and spending time with her child, asking her child about school, activities, what's going on. It is rumored that she has not contacted the child in 5 years. I don't know if that's true or not, but that is what people are saying, and that she just literally doesn't care or ask or even speak on her child. And it makes me just sick to my stomach. It really does. And to see her flaunting her new life in LA and acting like she's famous and everybody wants to date her, and it's disgusting. Knowing what we know and how she's, abandoned her kid, it's disgusting. She is not working on herself. She is not in rehab, like I said. She is not doing anything like that where she wouldn't be able to see her kid. She is pretending to be a homeless girl, making bank off of YouTube and trying to be famous and have a career in LA, while her child's in Arkansas with his father. It's awful, you guys. So, and then let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think that she's homeless still and sleeping in her car? do you believe this radio show? Like, a lot of people think that she was being trolled and some people think she was straight out lying. I'm just not sure, because who would tag the person if they're lying? Maybe she really thinks that. But again, she's also probably lying about the Squid Games and the producers and all this stuff. I mean, there's YouTubers with 500,000 subscribers that don't get recognized on the street. She has not been doing YouTube long enough to have fans that are just gonna all of a sudden be walking up to her. It's so dumb, dude. She is not famous. She blew up. She has over 80,000 subscribers. Most people do not like her anymore. She doesn't even have that many fans or good comments on her videos. Most of them are negative, and she isn't doing anything to turn that around. I don't even know what the heck she's doing. Her channel makes no sense now. She doesn't address anything. She ignores everything, and I'm so sick of her saying she's praying for her haters. It's so cringe. You are not praying for your haters. Give me a break. The whole God, everything about God, that's another thing that I want to touch on before I go. Think about it, guys. She's constantly talking about the Lord and all this stuff, but she rarely will quote Bible verses. She rarely will I don't even see a Bible anywhere around her. She doesn't go to church. She doesn't even know what's in the Bible. She doesn't talk about the Bible very much. She is a fake. I think she's a fake Christian as well. When somebody is a true blue Christian, they know Bible verses. They're reading their Bible all the time. They are constantly talking. I really don't, you guys. I don't think she's a Christian. I think she's literally lying about everything. I think she has a secret person that she's dating, which I kind of thought that when she first did that video saying she's off the market, or not she's off the market, but she doesn't want to date. Stop trying to date her. I was wondering if maybe she was doing that because she does have a boyfriend. That would be interesting. Or I also think she might not want to have a boyfriend or it be known, because if she ever wanted to do like an OnlyFans, she has men that follow her that, you know, according to her, like to hit on her. Maybe she doesn't want to make it seem like she's in a relationship. It's also possible that she's hiding a relationship if she doesn't want YouTube or anyone to dig and find the person. It's possible that the person, whoever she's with, has no idea about her. We don't know. Or maybe she's afraid they're going to get doxxed and harassed, which I can totally understand that. Like, she doesn't have to show her relationship if she has one. And I can understand wanting to hide it also. But I definitely think she's hanging out with somebody. Somebody was driving her around. She's posting old footage also. I really think she's posting all this old footage of her in her car while she's lounging in hotels, swimming in the hotel pool, getting Starbucks, sleeping in comfy beds, all while pretending to be homeless. While there's real homeless people out there who are struggling, okay? And she's using them in videos. She changed her thumbnail as the person who she gave the blanket to. She covered their face, but she plastered them in that state on her YouTube thumbnail. That's disgusting. Who does that? That poor woman is obviously having a hard time, and Ari is going to take a picture of her to prove that she gave her a blanket. That just shows what kind of person Ari is. She cares more about showing everyone that she gave this woman a blanket than this woman's privacy, than this woman's dignity. Oh, big whoop, she put a freaking emoji on the face. Gross. She just disgusts me more and more every day. I seriously can't with this chick, and I don't know who the hell she thinks she is to keep up this facade and lying to people, pretending she's helping the homeless with her cheap-ass, dumb-ass care packages that are shitty, all while she's lounging in fancy hotels. Yep, she's really helping the homeless, you guys. She's giving dollar deodorant and toothbrushes and old blankets from her trunk that she doesn't want, while she's lounging it up at the Biltmore and all these fancy hotels. It's disgusting. It really is. I have to show this again because, like, seriously, what is this? Who does this? Let's picture this guy. guys, she's sitting in her car alone with a camera, dancing and filming herself. It's weird. Like, what is this? Like, I'm sorry, you guys, but what in the hell is this? I don't understand what she's doing. Like, what? How is this content? Seriously. How is this content? Her son's in Arkansas. She's been exposed for all the crazy stuff that came out about her. She's pretending to be homeless, pretending to help the homeless, and now she's like sitting in her car alone, filming herself, dancing and laughing and smiling and being weird. I don't get it. I don't. I can't. All right. So that's all for this video, guys. I can't wait to see your thoughts down below. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I am at 6K, over 6K now. I appreciate you guys so much. The support is just amazing. Just watching my videos and thumbsing up my videos, and all the people who have joined recently for memberships. I appreciate you too. I'm sorry I have not had a live stream or a video up for members. I understand if you, you don't want to be a member anymore. I can barely get videos up for my channel. So I will give member perks when I can. If you guys want to cancel your membership, that's fine. I am trying to get a video done for my members as soon as I can. So if you do want to join my membership, it's mostly just to give me extra support on my channel, priority reply to comments, and then when I can, I will do extra live streams and videos. But it's mostly just to give extra support because you want to extra support me, if that makes sense. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.